Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. I am LeftToeDjinn, and we are back with some more Disco Elysium. Such a fun game. Now last time we had one goal at the very start of the game, and that was to go to the dock and talk to the nice lady in the green jacket. Well, we got a little sidetracked. Investigated a bookshop, and a cursed chimney, and a giant frozen bear. It was a whole thing. Anyway, it's fine. We eventually made it and talked to the nice lady. We also got a fancy new hat. So fancy. Excellent. And yeah, that's pretty much all that happened last week. It doesn't sound like it took 5 hours, but there you go. Now, what else happened? Do I remember what else happened? I don't know if other things happened. Right. What was I going to do? Okay, so we need to talk to the... We need to talk to the drivers, the truckers, the lorry drivers. We need to talk to... The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Well, that's nice. We need to speak to the lady inside the whirling in rags. We need to speak to our partner whenever he shows back. Not sure when that's going to be. But yeah, starting things off, let's talk to this guy. Now then, logic but minus authority. This is minus to drama. I quite like drama. Do I have anything I want to change this stuff out for? Maybe this. So yeah, put you right there. There we go. And we'll just blind people with the flashlight while we're talking to them. It's good. It's good stuff. You, sir. You're a lorry driver.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Well, we've got a really good chance... Why does this text seem so large to me right now? We've got a really good chance to pass the what do you see in his eyes check that we failed last time. Let's give that a try.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Right. Man, you look sad. What's going on with you? No, we did that last time. Spill the beans. What's troubling you?
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual Lorman tropes and hopes. The road and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either.
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
Now, we could put another point into empathy, since, I mean, we do have the point sitting around, and empathy is very, very useful, but I think a 7 in empathy is probably enough. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. That's fine. Right. You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Good. Good.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I need to get high, and I'm looking for a dealer. I feel like our brain would go right to the point of that. I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. Yeah, let's be straight with this guy. He's been pretty mellow with us, so let's do that.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
I mean, that's a good point anyway. Who do you think could be conducting the trade?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
That's rude. Brain?
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Thank you, Drama.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's all for now. but you watch your ass. Now, there was other stuff around here, wasn't there? No? Yes? Maybe? Could have swore there was another driver around here somewhere.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Apparently I found a car. Well, that's nice. Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Yes, tell me more, Brain.
Glad to share. The value of the motor carriage has been seriously diminished by its color. All Stars Rykos are baby blue by default. The paint would be considered unforgivable to collectors.
Okay.
Zephyr blue was also the color Sigismund the Great used for his banners. Strange. This is really all you know about the Stars Ryko and ancient Zhimsk rulers.
Interesting. Hey, Bornson, how you doing tonight?
A Stars Ryko, one of...
Okay, we've already done that thought. That's fine. Enjoy your lurk, Bornson. Well, there's some spare change sitting here. I'll take that. What's this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Okay. Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia? You doing well? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm in a very weird mood today. Like, I'm feeling a little bit better than I have been in the last week, but I'm also kind of very meh. So, but hey, we're playing. It's fun. Right, what kind of stickers?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
That doesn't sound pleasant. Right, what about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Okay.
A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eelmdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Interesting. Okay. Came across somebody's porn stash. That's good. What else do we have around here? We've got the Frit, and then you. You're the only other person we have who's a lorry driver. Racist dude, talk to me.
For something?
He recognizes me, right. Right, Kim's not here right now. We can probably get away with asking what the argument was all about.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
I hate this guy on so many levels. Right. Right. Let's get him to explain further and be thoroughly disgusted by it.
People who've studied these things say that we are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the gains in that.
Pardon me while I throw up. Okay. I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Yes, tell Chinless McGee with the pointy head that he's a prime example of superior design. Go for it.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
And the problem with that is?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And all the other introduced species out there, breeding like rabbits. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
I don't like this guy at all. Can we kill him?
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Right, what's a cultural victory and why am I about to throw up?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any mojitos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
Huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Okay, this guy's gross. Bathrobe, how you doing? Game volume's a little quiet. Let me see if I can adjust that. Let's see. Oddly enough, all of my volume has been changed, so that's interesting. I'm wondering if there was a update that kind of adjusted everything. Let's get the environment volume a little higher, and the UI can be a little quiet. That's fine. Voice volume up. A little bit of music volume. There we go. How you doing tonight, Bathrobe? We are currently talking to a racist lorry driver. On the plus side, we're blinding the shit out of him, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? It's a great sentence. It's a great sentence, and I love it. We're going for it.
Don't push your luck, runt.
He gives you a disgusted look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Unfortunately, we got to talk to him again.
Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I mean, yeah, kinda. Right, what's your stance on drugs, asshole?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Odd. Doing well with shooting a movie. Nice. May have been the recipient of really good fellatio. Well, good on you.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
The cop move blinded with flashlight. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like something funny to do. I'm told they make alcohol in Ilmera too. At least I was told they do. It's true. It's using information. Okay. Take it you're not smuggling drugs. No, that's too forward. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? Yeah, let's play along with him. Let's see what he has to say about that.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then...
Okay.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Interesting. He is a racist cunt, so yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to stop at blinding him. It's fine. A woman on the internet, how you doing? It is already that late. It is. That's one way to pronounce my name. That's fine. How you doing tonight? Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other commoners have left. Out of curiosity, did I pronounce that completely wrong, by the way?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
I really want to kick this guy in the shins. Just got home from work. Oh, wow. I hear a Frenchie. Yeah, unfortunately, this guy's also racist as all shit, so don't be too happy about it. I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened? Yeah, let's pry a bit.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Racist, so he's an accurate representation. Oh, God. And thank you for the hydrate, by the way. Voice actor doesn't speak a word of French. No, probably not.
Since you left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Aw, he's a lonely racist scumbag. Brain, tell me more.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
Right, good call, Logic. If you were at the whirling, how do you know it was that word who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not rotor science, man.
So, who do you think is running drugs through the terminal?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
The street vendor.
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Fun.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
Alright, I'll go talk to him. Unfortunately, it's the only lead we have. I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Right. What else do we have? I already spoke with you. It's one of the cringiest French accents I've ever heard. It hurts. I mean, yeah. It's pretty bad. Okay, we are going to talk to you and
Now it's
possibly
turning
level
into
up.
a kind of a snow limbo, man.
Let's level up our empathy. Maybe we can get something out of him. Okay, we gotta leave the convo. Talk
Now
to you
it's turning
again.
into
There we
a
go.
kind of
83%. For fuck's sake, let it
Snow
work.
limbo, man.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing, flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Brain?
The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Interesting. And further?
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
Aww. Woman on the internet, how are you tonight? How was work? To beer or not to beer? Well, I mean, I'm streaming, so to beer is my vote, but you're not, so up to you. What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie. Right, I accidentally said that. Hell, I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up. Really, you can tell me. I'm a cop. I can fix anything. No, no, really, you can tell me. No, I'm, it's fine. This is, well, it's an amount of vodka. There you go. Thank you, Hippofant. How are you tonight, by the way?
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know?
That's a very profound way to put that. Tell me more.
I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
Aw. Got home from work, fell asleep in the first half, woke up to John Gruden resigning and a crazy-ass second half. Okay, sounds interesting. So what is it like to miss someone, Tommy?
What's it like? Good. And bad.
Yeah.
An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
Interesting. Tell me more.
What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
I don't know.
Is that what it is? This feeling?
Ah, there's inland. Okay. Other brain.
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
Apricots and sorrow. I miss my gun. I mean, probably not actually, but I did lose it. I'm fine. I don't miss anyone. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. Right, we're going to skip Half-Light's version of things. I'm going to say I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. Because apparently I also feel hunted, but we'll work on that later.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside.
Really doesn't.
But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Out of curiosity, will you tell me about the drugs now that we've had a heart-to-heart?
Ah, man. Me and narcotics, but those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Any chance you finance other addictions with drug trafficking? If we can be as insulting as possible.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
I mean, probably. Brian?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Should you take a bubble bath? Yes. And let me tell you why. I don't fit in bathtubs, and everybody else should take baths because I can't. And bubble baths are just fun. You can do like, you know, Santa Claus looks with the beard and all. It's good. No, of course not.
Then what's your deal here?
So much for subtlety. Better get straight to the point.
Okay, just trying to figure out
Not me,
who's
man.
smuggling.
No way. I don't need any trouble.
Why are you still hanging around?
Shit, gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Sort of don't fit in bathtubs either, to be honest, but because I'm coming along. Ah, fair enough. Okay, Brain, tell me more.
A rhymesmith. This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Okay, who do you think's doing it?
Look, man, I try to stay.
We
Yeah,
wouldn't say
yeah.
it's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point.
There
But
we
there's
go.
something in him.
He's a
Some
poet.
Trepidation.
Hit him with your best verse. Conceptualization is fairly high, and I got the art thing going for me. Go.
Wait,
Yes.
there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like,
A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray. Wow, that's bad.
Whoa. What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion. Wow, that's bad.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by the words. Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity, never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Probably.
did you?
I think it might have been an actual poet and I've learned it by heart. Just a vessel for the muse. I think the words are mine. Roxanne, how you doing? It's only a rosé. Oh, you guys are having wine talk. That's what's going on. Don't like wine enough for you to enjoy wine. That's fine. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing well. How is your new... Oh, excellent. I saw that you were playing that. Or no. I think I saw that you were playing that. I don't know. I've been having really bad sleep lately, so I hope that was you I saw playing that. But how are you enjoying Dragon Age so far? I have excuse me. I have raspberry flavored wine liqueur. Raspberry flavored. That sounds delicious. You murdered? Nice. Murder's good. What start did you go for, Roxanne? I don't really know if I came up with that or not. But we can take credit. I think the words are mine.
Fucking hey. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days.
Saw me have a couple of glasses the other day. I did. They look delicious. Only 5%. Not bad. Drinking while you're in a sleepless daze seems like a hyper-realistic way to play the game. Well, let's see. I've gotten like 4 hours of sleep in the last couple of days, so... Yeah, no. Here's to conceptualizing the game. I did a dwarf warrior and the people who are banished from the history books. Ew. Okay, so he's impressed that I know poetry.
It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
Oh, Duster. Okay, that's fair. So you enjoying it so far, Roxanne? Careful you can't replay real life. Yeah, fair. I'm not planning on going anywhere, so that's a plus. And if I make an ass out of myself here, you guys will just laugh at me. It'll be fine. It makes it all easier to bear if the words are pretty... Yeah.
I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
Gives you a thumbs up. Nice. I'm trying to get Duncan to have my children. You go, Roxanne. Get it.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Okay, that's the second reference to the mirror we've had today, which means the next time we look in the mirror, we might be able to sort that out, which would be nice. I'm just your inland empire. You should listen to everything I tell you to do. That could only end well, I'm sure. Okay, let's go talk to the other lorry driver. Oh. There we go. You, sir. Talk to me.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
I mean, yeah.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
I still like this guy.
Tasty drugs.
Yeah, I'm super into drugs, apparently.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs.
They give a
Sadly,
fan.
I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
He smiles. Electrochemistry. Oh no. Oh, that was water. Hold on. There we go. I can get this right the way around. There we go. I could also tell him that I don't like drugs, which would probably just be confusing. Right, we're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
It is, actually.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
I mean, fair, but are you a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too.
Ah.
A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Okay, that's fair. Happy get the fuck out my land and take your blankets with you day. That's a good way to put that. Yes, happy Indigenous Peoples Day to everyone. Yeah, it's still Indigenous Peoples Day. Yeah, there we go. Still have time for that. So you forgot to tell me, you were embarrassed to tell me, or what do you know about the drug operation? So you forgot to tell me.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Okay. So... like, let's not reference sources, because our source is not exactly honest. What do you know about the drug operation?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
What crowd?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
Brain?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Thank you, Rhetoric.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Interesting. So I can say, who are you afraid of? It wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now. Stop wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs out here. I mean, I could always blackmail him. Just tell his employer that he's been selling this stuff. But, no. Let's see. What was this success? What was this success? Who are you afraid of?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Brain.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Okay. If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on. Okay. Or we're buddies, help us out, no one will know it was you. Well, let's intimidate him a little bit. We can raise our voice, make sure everybody knows he's talking to the cops.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're
Ah.
better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
So... who are the other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
I'll buy your shoes from you later.
He's aching to get back to his usual shtick. All this whispering is bad for business.
Okay. Is the lady driver the old woman back there?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
I'm guessing she's the one that's in the whirling in rags upstairs.
It could be. She was strange.
Brain?
He's not ruling her out.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. Very cool. Let's cap this off with a purchase. A pair of funky sunglasses, detective? You deserve it. And I deserve it too. Don't you think?
Now let's shake him down.
Start
Oh
with
God,
a
it worked.
compliment, Then work your way up from there. This is about business. Remember?
Oh God. Ah. Hey, you seem to be like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force? Oh God.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I'm a drunk.
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
Continue.
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
Investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane. This is corrupt, so invest me in not telling your employer about the operation. I'm a policeman. It's investment in good relations, investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump. Yeah, no. Risk-reward ratio is insane.
I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
$10.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
Hey, $10. Nice. Okay, we're done. Now that we've slightly extracted money from people, it's fine. Now, there was the old lady who is back this way somewhere. I do enjoy that the flashlight actually gets pointed to wherever your mouse cursor is. That's kind of fun. And now that Kim's not here, we might be able to actually talk to her. Also, there's something down here. Ruins full of snow, no one lives here. And I can't look down there. Okay. Sounds like my recent playthrough of DAO. Okay. Hi, lady.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Hi, Clotho. You want to say hi to people? You'll never come up here while I'm streaming. Come here. There you go. Hi. There you go. It's okay. It's okay. Alright? Everybody say hi to Clotho. Oh, time's passing. There we go. There you go. It's okay. It's okay. Now, she doesn't like being held like a baby like Kronos does, but... Or at least she only sometimes does. Very, very cute either way. Well, fine then. Didn't want to color with you anyway. Okay, so, excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions. That's very cop-like, I hate it.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Okay, snapping fingers in front of her face.
Where am I? Who are you?
Okay, like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
I was actually hoping you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
In the 50s. Okay. What's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Make the world out of amber. Okay, well, when else would you be?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
Take your word for it. Continue.
Until you came along, that is.
Ah, okay. Well, we can apologize. Yeah, who's Gabriel... that name?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Let's have a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Okay.
This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
Interesting.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
Thank you, Rhetoric. So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young.
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
Interesting.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
Okay.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Okay, but I'm sorry to interrupt your dreaming.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow, and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
Interesting. Brain, hit me up.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Okay, fair enough. Right, I have questions for you.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of the motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Interesting. So Inland Empire wants me to see her boots. You know what? Screw it. Show me your boots.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
Please help me out. It's important.
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
Right, don't be polite to the lady.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Okay, now show me the other one.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro.
Hey!
Now, there was a real man.
Kitties are arguing. There is no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
Okay.
Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
Okay. What do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent.
Why do I have the feeling this woman is slightly either psychic or psychotic?
Perhaps it was another Herife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
Okay, Brain?
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
Interesting. So she remembers somehow a carnival here. Okay. These are not the boots I was looking for.
The feet of a little girl. They fit well on the pedals.
Yeah, fair enough. What are you hauling?
Diamonds. Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
I mean, yeah, we could split the profits. Right, what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
Interesting. What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Right. Brian?
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos' bad hand, strangled 300 people. What
Whoa.
can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Okay, thank you very much, Encyclopedia. I still don't really understand the whole Bodero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Okay, Brian?
The Boyadero, Boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay, so it's a cowboy. Right, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
Guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
He doesn't do that, of course. Brain?
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
I think I can see where this is going.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
Okay, yeah, I did not see that coming. I'm completely taken aback. That is not where I thought this was going.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
Right, she's strange. Tell me more.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Thank you, Inland Empire. So are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
A little bit.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Okay. I was told of a woman driver, you're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
Okay. So you're not the driver everyone's terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
I mean, fair. Kind of me too, actually. Brain.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Okay, let's take drama aside. Why are you scared of people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Okay. You said long haul, that's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there, it's all just...
She hums along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
Catchy.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if standing face to face with a terrifying adversary. Then the feeling dissipates, and all you see is an aging woman.
Okay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Interesting. So who was the female driver I was told about?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Right. Okay, well that's all I needed.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Interesting. So, before I came, you seemed to be away.
What do you mean?
You were in a dream, inactive, tuned off.
Yes? What about it?
Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will.
Such as?
Lomonosov's Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
I still don't know what's wrong with this lady. Tell me more.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert of blacking out. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
Okay, that's a good point. What makes you think something's wrong with her? Just the dazing off kind of thing. Unless she just really likes to daydream, that's fair.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
It's true. Thank you, Endurance.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
A little bit. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. That's a little blunt, but let's go for it.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
You noticed her name? Pale Driver. Oh, got it. Okay, fair enough. Right, tell me more.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest.
Okay, that makes more sense then. Other brain.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
So, how could I get an experience like that?
If you don't know,
She flicks her wrists in a gesture of casual dismissal.
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
So I could tell her that Avart sent me and place a finger on the side of my nose and tap. Ask her what she's hauling. I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs. I mean, we can pretend that Avart sent me. Let's try that.
who the fuck is Irat?
Right, fair.
Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel, he's no Franco Negro, he's not even Hermenegildo the Hunt.
Interesting. Right, let's put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe, probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
I kind of like her, to be honest. You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grat, Lowman?
No idea. That's why I'm asking.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
Awesome. Brain.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay. Let's not pry about... Yeah, let's pry a little bit about diamonds. I don't care about diamonds, but yeah.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Right. You're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
Okay.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
Interesting. Right, well, thank you for now.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Right. So she was fun. Let's see. Is there... We already know about that. Well, she accused this guy, but we're already fairly certain it's not him. But screw it, let's talk to him again. Grimskull, how you doing? Sus, right?
Make way for the master poet.
I heard one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know the lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. Interesting. Right. What do you know?
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Interesting. I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do. Yeah,
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her,
gotcha.
that she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
I say we shoot him. I did pick up a random gun, so that's fun.
He still is, hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery.
Okay, fair enough. Brain?
It's true. We would of course a lie, but a kind heart is tricky.
Right. Other brain?
Bah, emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
I mean, fair, but I can't blame him. Who's the person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
So who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
I mean, that's legit. What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
Oh, the woman we hit on in the first morning of the game. What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Interesting. Maybe not her then? Brain?
Then she may have dyed it again.
Okay, fair enough. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
Interesting. I can't just let it go. I really can't, you know. There's no other options. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
She said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared that with you.
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching, it's just a few questions. Come on, man, life is just a joke. I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not. Yeah, let's go that route. You're not afraid of her.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Interesting. So, did the violent life include drug trafficking that we're apparently going to keep harping on?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Okay. Her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
Fair enough. When she left, did she leave her lorry here?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
Yeah, but you're more reliable. Brain?
Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out.
Good point, Rhetoric.
Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
Okay. So you're alright with others ratting her out. You don't want your hands dirty. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation, too. It's important. I can't blow it. She's a suspect. I need you to tell me where she is, which is just forcing him. Okay. So... Right, so you're okay with other people ratting her out.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
Interesting. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation.
You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
Interesting.
Imagine it, an explosion of stars. Goodbye world of men, money, and machines.
Inland Empire is a little bit on the weird side. I kind of like this guy, so I don't want to force him. But... I don't know, he kind of seems like the only guy who'd know. Alright, we'll drop it for now. We'll be back.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Okay. Let's leave for now. Who to talk to, then?